right, week 4 of the Zero to Hero challenge. Welcome back. Last week we ended up in a big drawdown, unfortunately. So it's time to finally get out of that drawdown and get the account back into profit and hopefully to the funded stage. So let's see what we can do. If we would reduce our drawdown even further, like if we fall back further, we might have to reduce our position size. But let's take it one day at a time and hopefully get out of drawdown and to the funded stage. Let's get started. First trade of the week. All right, there we go. We're about to hit 1R here. Yeah, we just hit 1R. So right now my stop loss is going to be, or would be, at 1R plus 1. So it would be at 1650. This red line, I'm going to make it red so you can see it better. This red line is our stop loss. Okay, so I'm at break even now. If this now moves against us and stops us out fully, then that would be very unfortunate. That's literally just because of a Project X issue. That would suck. Nice push on NQ now. It would suck if it didn't hit our target. Like it hits our target, but it doesn't fill because of Project X. That would be so bad. Nice push up now. Let's just hope it comes back alive. We didn't tap into 1.5R yet, but we're about to. Okay, there we go. So our stop, we would now move it to 1R. This is where our stop now would sit. So we are minimum, we're making 19 points. But guys, you see, this is why I stick to the system. I told you when we rejected 132 and came back down, I shared my thoughts with you guys. And I said, hey, I'm really tempted to close this break even because it didn't touch our 1R target. I didn't move break even, right? But I said, I'm very, very tempted. But I also said, I have to stick to the system because my data shows me that sticking to my system is actually profitable. So I stuck to the system and now we're making minimum 1R. Well, we can actually check if it worked or not because we can log in on the Tradeify dashboard and sync our journal. Yeah, guys, this is looking bad right now. Day 14 is in the books, and unfortunately today was a very, very unlucky day. We found a nice long setup here on a nice bullish biased day. However, the problem was we set our 1R target for the break-even move and we set our 1.5R target for the 1R move. But the problem was, as about 5 minutes into the trade, we had the global AWS internet outage and that affected Project X. So I couldn't log in anymore and basically wasn't able to move my stop loss. So instead of getting stopped out for 1R here, and we would have made $380, we got stopped out and lost $385. Tradeify is obviously going to reset that to 0. So instead of making money, we made 0, which is annoying because it would have been nice progress. But yeah, on to the next day. Another London session stream, 21st of October, guys. Let's go. Markets are already open. Guys, we cracked 50,000 subscribers. You're insane. Thank you so much, everybody. Entry was 25,288. Stop loss is below the swing low. I'm going to leave 1 point, actually 1.5 points safety. So about a 16 point stop, 15.75. And then target is 221 up here, 31.5 points. We are going to set a 1R target though for our break-even move. There we go. That's our 1R target at 303.75. And then 1.5R target at 311.75. All right, and that's the plan. All right, day 15 is done. No trades for me today because the AWS outage is still not 100% fixed. That means we're not safe to trade on Project X and the Zero to Hero account is on Project X. So no trades for me today and we move on to day 16. Good morning, Tradeify Nation, and welcome to another London session stream. 22nd of October, 2025. This is framing very nicely on the 3 minute. All right, we are in this trade, guys. Entry was 25,279, stop at 25,295.75, and target is 25,246.50. we are getting that push up now. Let's hope that this turns around. We have a protected swing high here. If it stops us out, this was a very valid loss. It's not looking too hot right now. Not looking too hot. We might need to re-enter this if we get stopped out. Yeah, we just got stopped out on this, unfortunately. What a bummer. So that means we have $400 left to max loss limit. Next trade has to work out, or we're cooked, guys. All right, I'll risk the long. Entry was 305. Stop below the fair value gap. I mean, look, here's the thing though. It would be 92.50. However, since we only have $400 of drawdown left. Oh no, well, that's 250. So we still have $150 after. Target would be Asia highs here, 2 to 1. 1750 would be break-even point. Risk it for the biscuit. It's not looking hot though. Oh, it missed us again. All right, we're out of this trade. That would have been so funny if it missed us by a tick. But we're out of the trade. Oh, if it pushes up now, I'm gonna be pissed. We can have win streaks, we can have losing streaks. So what I'm gonna do now is something that most people don't do. Most people would full port this right now. So instead, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna switch to MNQ. And we're gonna trade micros for now. Gonna go down to like 3 to 5 micros and get the drawdown back to a significant level, like $500-ish. And then from there, you can trade minis again. All right, day 16 is done. Very, very bad day. Took 2 losses for a total of minus 30 points. We're down $591. That means we only have $149 in drawdown left, which means I'm gonna switch to trading micros and getting my drawdown back to $500 and then go back to minis. So yeah, very, very unfortunate day. First trade I took was a short, unfortunately right into VWAP, and that level held. We pushed back up, had a nice fair value gap retest to the upside on the 3-minute here. And then once we got to change the state of delivery to the upside, we actually, that was right here, we actually took a long, it immediately reversed, played with my stop loss, consolidated for a while, and then stopped me out at 9 a.m. UK volume. So yeah, not a great day, very unfortunate, but hey, we're back strong tomorrow for day 17. Good morning, Tradeify Nation, and welcome to another London session stream here on the 23rd of October, 2025. I'm ready. I hope you're ready as well. Good morning, everybody in the chat. Good morning, Leah. Good morning, Paul. Good morning, Remy. Big challenge today, and you know what it is. So our account, the 0 to Hero 50K growth account, is $149 away from being blown. I'm not in this trade yet, though, but this is the trade idea. All right, we're getting to push up. This invalidates our setup. So I'm going to delete my orders here from Project X. All right, day 17 is in the books. Very, very slow London session today. We only had about a 59-point range during the London session, so very, very slow. No clean setups for me. We had a nice Asia high sweep and then a move to the downside, but we never got a confirmation for a short entry. So that means, as you can see on the 0 to Hero challenge account, no entries. We still have the $149 in drawdown. And with that, we're on to day 18. Good morning, Tradeify Nation, and welcome to another London session stream, October 24th. All right, we got filled. Stop is our full drawdown, and target is 30 points. Uh-oh. Looks like we're getting stopped out, guys. And that would be the end of the 0 to Hero challenge if we get stopped out. Well, only 0 to Hero challenge version 1. We're just gonna start right away with version 2 next week. if that happens. We're not stopped out yet. It's not over until it's over. All right, we did just get stopped out on this account. As you can see, we're ineligible for funding. 0 to Hero version 1 is done. The account is dead. All right, day 18 is done. And unfortunately, we ended up blowing the account. As you can see, account 0 to Hero ineligible for funding. That means volume 1 of the 0 to Hero challenge comes to an end, and we start with volume 2 next Monday, next week, completely fresh. The trade I took today was simply a rejection of the 81 level. Then we started a downtrend, had a liquidity sweep here of this previous higher time frame candle, moved to the downside, got a change in state of delivery, and then we entered the trade after retest and ultimately ended up getting stopped out on this, unfortunately. And now we're pushing into all-time highs. But hey, that's okay. We blew one account, now off to the next one.